Okay, do not spend a lot of money on online courses for your side hustle. All right, let's get into this one. First of all, I'm here at the McAllen Library in the Rio Grande Valley. Now, the McAllen Library is considered to be the largest one-story library in the United States. Now, I have here on my phone the square footage. The McAllen Library is 123,000 square feet. 123,000 square feet, rather. This is a large library, and this is one of the libraries that I go to in order to purchase used books. This is my side hustle that I do. I buy used books and sell them on Amazon. So that's my side hustle. And one of the places that I go to is libraries. And I really like the McAllen Library. They have a very good used bookstore. It's the Friends of the Library that throughout the United States, from what I understand, the Friends of the Library take care of the actual library bookstores, and it's a really good staff here at the McAllen Library overall and also at the bookstore. So I love coming here to look for used books. But in our subject here, do not spend a lot of money on these online courses. I also have a stat here of online courses about how much they cost. The average online course costs, the average first-time course sells for $137. So it's about $137 for online courses on average, but I've certainly seen these courses for $500 to $1,000 for an online course. And that's really unnecessary, particularly when you're getting started with a side hustle. Now, there's all kinds of side hustles out there. There's driving for Uber or Lyft. There's, like I said, selling used books or other items on places like Amazon or eBay. I even know of people who go to thrift shops and look for these older T-shirts of concerts that people have been to that end up at thrift stores. So you have groups like Kiss or Def Leppard and different things like that, these rock bands, and it's kind of popular to resell these T-shirts that they find. So there's all sorts of little side hustles and different things that you can do, and there's a lot being advertised online where these courses are, like I said, in the $500 to $1,000 range. But you certainly don't need to spend that. In fact, you can learn many things for free on YouTube. And so I suggest doing that in the beginning. In fact, if you're going to sell on something like Amazon or eBay, I suggest first looking around your house for items that you can just sell. Whatever it is in the corner that's now collecting dust, that knickknack or whatever it is, that little exercise machine maybe that you bought. You have to keep in mind, if you're going to be mailing things out, you want to keep them small. But even if you have a larger item, like a treadmill that you're not using, there are forums like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist where you certainly could sell that item, or even at a garage sale. So there's all sorts of side hustles out there. But like I said, the particular side hustle that I do is selling used books on Amazon. So I'm going to go through a little bit of what I do and how I look for used books. First, where do I find them? Well, I find them, like I said, like right here, being at a library. I find them at libraries. I also go to estate sales. In fact, earlier today, I went to an estate sale and found some great books there. And generally, the books are anywhere from 25 cents, usually to $2. Sometimes there'll be a little bit more at the estate sales. The larger coffee table books can be anywhere from $8 to $10. But I never really spend much more than $10 on a book. I have in rare occasions where the book is a very, very high dollar book. But I usually stay within that 25 cents to $2 cost. Now, there are about 44 million plus books on Amazon currently for sale, okay? So there's a ranking. The number one book sells the most on Amazon. The 44 million plus book is the one that sells the least. So I try to look for books that are ranked 2 million all the way down to 1. So I'm in that range where they sell pretty quickly, or tend to. And it's even better if it's 500,000 or less, or if I'm able to find a book in the 100,000 or less rank, then I will pick that up. The other thing that I look for is, are they retailing used in good condition for at least $12? So I try and keep it that $12 or more that it's selling for in good condition on Amazon, and a rank of 2 million or less, okay? And I just use the Amazon app, the free app. The Amazon app has the ability to scan a book and actually get its price. For instance, I just got out of Macallan Library. I purchased this book right here, The Critical Journey, okay? I just purchased this book. All I do is look at the books on the shelf, and by the way, I generally look for textbooks, but I also look for books that are how-to books, or that definitely are nonfiction, maybe teach you how to do something, or maybe it's something very, very specific, like I saw a book on underwater spear fishing. So that's very, very specific, how to do something. Or I look for nonfiction type books. Those tend to sell for a better price. And all I do is get the book off the shelf. This is a religious book. They also sell well, or history books. But I just look for this UPC that's on the back. And I use the Amazon app. I have the Amazon app on my phone just to tell you the specifics about this particular book. And just scan it, and it brings it up on the app. And this book is ranked 23,718. So it's even under 100,000. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the screen, but that's some of the information that it actually gives you on there, right there on the app. So you're able to look. So this book was perfect. It's at 23,718, so it's under 100,000, which is great. And it's selling for, used and even in good condition. I'm going to look at that. Used good condition. Even at used good condition, it's selling for $35.16. That is excellent. But it's also selling new at $31.46, which is actually lower. So what I'll probably do is selling it in that $25 range, $25 to $30 range, probably in the $25 range. So this was an excellent book to pick up, and that's how I do that. And again, I use the Amazon free app. Now, there are apps out there that give you a bunch of information, but there's a monthly fee on that. In the beginning, I really don't recommend doing that. Keeping it as inexpensive as you can to pursue your side hustle in the beginning. Again, no need to pay for online courses. No need to get into spending a whole bunch of money in order to get your side hustle going. Just do what is inexpensive, I would recommend in the beginning, and kind of get your feet wet and even see if you really like it or not. Another thing that I'll tell you is, once the book actually sells on Amazon, I use two types of envelopes. Here is the larger envelope that I use. I'm covering the address here. And it's kind of folded over. I fold it over and I tape it real well. And I tape it on the sides. You don't have to go through that as much. I just like to do that so that there's no problems in shipping. But often I see these envelopes where they're just pressed down and this part of it's open and it gets through the mail just fine. I guess I'm a little obsessive about making sure that it gets through the mail very, very well. But I use this size plastic bubble mailer, and I certainly can in the future, if anyone wants to know exactly what that is that I purchased on Amazon and what the size is, I can put that in the description. Just leave a comment, let me know, and I'll do that. And this is the other size. I'm covering the address. This is a smaller envelope, okay? But I folded this one over because a book is so small. But this is the other size envelope that I use. And those two sizes tend to take care of all of the books that I sell on Amazon. Another thing that I do is I have a bulk sealer. It's a machine where there's some plastic, there's a plastic sleeve that you're able to put it in, and then I push down that bulk sealer and it seals that off. And then I have a heat gun that I put heat over the book and shrink wrap it really, really nice. That's not something that has to be done, but that's something that I do, one, to protect it during shipping, but to also have better presentation for the customer. So those are some extra costs that I have in there, but you could just put the book in a bulk mailer and just mail it out. So in the case of this book that I just showed you, 50-cent book, okay, that I think it was right at 50 cents, that you're able to sell for around $25. So you're going to make a nice profit on this book. All you would have to do is put it in the bubble mailer, wouldn't even have to shrink wrap it, mail it out, and you have that income from that book. And if you do what I've kind of suggested and kind of get your feet wet first, you can even see if you like that particular side hustle. Same thing with doing driving Uber or Lyft or doing any other side hustle. If you kind of take it in increments and do what's free, then you can kind of see if you like it. Then in the future, if you want to expand past, an income, a basic, maybe $500,000 a month, you want to expand past that, then maybe you seek out looking at information on YouTube and other places and kind of follow the free, what I would do is follow the free content of a content creator out there, and then maybe graduating to their course if they're giving you value with their free content. But I wouldn't spend money in the beginning on it, especially an expensive course, these $500+ courses. Just do what's free. And I'm continuing to do what's free with mine. Like I said, I use the free Amazon app, and I try to keep the expenses as low as possible, okay? But pulling in a side hustle is a great thing to do. I think about it, and the average car payment here in the United States is $700 a month. So for many people, getting in that $500 to $1,000 a month, pulling in a side hustle is an awesome thing to do, okay? Now I'm gonna take the camera with me here real quick. I'm here at the McAllen Library. I'm gonna zoom back out. But I wanted to show you this real quick. I've gotta turn the car off here. Show you this library just on the outside real quick. It is just a huge library. I mean, it's got size. That's a definite. Let me turn the camera around. All right. You look at this. I'm going to walk a little bit toward the actual. There's a little fountain in front of here, and it's just a really nice library. I wanted to show it just real quick. I really love living here in the valley, and this particular library is just a really nice library. Just wanted to take you to this waterfall, but also to just show you the sheer size of this library. I'm not sure if I'm giving it justice or not, but that's okay. We're gonna take a closer look at this fountain. I'm gonna try and keep this video no more than 15 minutes. But there's the nice fountain, and there's some little benches around here that you can sit on and enjoy the fountain. And then there's a huge library, just huge, the size of this library. But anyway, turn this back around. I hope this is helpful to you. Don't spend a lot of extra money on these courses. Just kind of get started. Do the things that are free. Learn from creators out there on YouTube. There are plenty of them that are really there to help you. And if they have something extra for you, a course, one, I would just make sure it's in a reasonable price range. But if they've given you value, maybe you do take their course. But first, I would just get your feet wet. Do the things that are free. Keep it low cost and have it be something that can earn a little extra for you, maybe to give you the ability to take some of the pressure off on something like a car payment. And a side hustle that could bring in an extra $500 to $1,000 a month will often take care of fitting that bill. Again, thanks a lot for coming along with me and listening. Thank you.